2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Golden State Warriors. Looking at Golden State, they're coming off a win in their last game against the Heat in Miami. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. It was arguably the biggest story of the previous offseason. In fact, I would say it is the biggest story of the previous offseason. Kevin Durant and his decision about whether or not to leave Oklahoma City. But here we are, more than a year later, and the dust has settled. Do you guys think it was the right move, Kenny?
Well, it seems clear now that he just wasn't on the same page as OKC, but I don't know if it was the best move because, Ernie, they were in the conference finals. But he's going to the team that was in the NBA finals. So if you look at that winning, good move for him.
Kenny, leave him alone. It's hard to fault KD for giving himself the best chance to win. Yeah, he took a lot of flack for leaving OKC, but so what? All I do is win, no matter what, baby.
Hey,
good move, KD.
And leave Kenny alone. And now let's take it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off. Thanks for joining us.
Why are you always sticking up for Kenny and not me?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Coming in off the road, the Pelicans are back in New Orleans for this one. And, of course, Amir Ashik. They really haven't filled the void yet in the wake of his absence.
And Kevin, he was an important player for him. I think more than people give him credit for that. And that's not to say the trade was a mistake, but this is a guy they'll miss.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, when Kevin Durant came into the NBA, he fudged a little about his height. He told the team staffer to list him at 6'9". He said, "I thought it was cool to say that I'm a 6'9" small forward. That's the prototypical size for a small forward." Of course, guys, he was selling himself short. He confessed that he was recorded at 6'10 3/4 with no shoes. So with his shoes on, he's 7 feet tall. Kevin?
And KD is certainly a rarity, DA. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and there are guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority one.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward.
No, that just happened. Is Davis competing in the All-Star Slam Dunk contest? I give him a 48.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Thompson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Curry's shot is off. On defense, the Warriors. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Picked by Pachulia. Curry kicks to Durant. Over Holiday. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
That one goes. Count it.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
Mirotic has a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
I just like their confidence. Even when they did miss, it felt like that's the shot they were designing to get, so it never seemed to faze them.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Rondo with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Mirotic the screen. Rondo passes to Mirotic, and out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the threes and the twos last season for the Pelicans.
And you can see how big a role the three-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
Warriors have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Mirotic. Green. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Mirotic inside. Defended by Durant. The Warriors trailing. Here's Green. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. It's just had a tough quarter.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Mirotic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rondo against Curry. Green with the screen on Rondo. Thompson for the triple, but they recover it. Green kicks to Curry. Thompson outside. Picked by Pachulia. Back to Thompson. It's stolen by Davis. That one falls. Thompson's got his first basket.
Klay Thompson becoming better and better at scoring down there on the inside.
Rondo against Curry. He can't get that one. Durant with some nice D. Warriors trail by 3. Oh, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans knew, Brent, that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kevin.
He is. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to lead the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, the pure length of Durant makes his shot so difficult to contest. Just one of many reasons he lives at the free throw line.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
When a team signs Pachulia, they're getting a solid center, Brent, but they're also getting an enforcer for their team.
Well, there are a lot of players in the NBA, Kevin, at the center position who are unwilling to accept maybe what the modern-day center has to do, especially a guy that doesn't have a tremendous amount of skill. That is set screens, go out and rebound, and be an enforcer. That's exactly what Pachulia provided for the Warriors in his first year.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the veteran Pachulia is a physical presence, a guy you hate playing against, but someone you love if he's on your team.
And Pachulia drops them both.
And the Pelicans might have the most formidable front court tandem in the NBA. DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. Some calling them Fire and Ice. Gee, I wonder who Fire is.
Mirotic dishes to Cousins. Will it go? And then Cousins with the dunk.
Down on the offensive glass, Cousins is so powerful, and a great job there of reading the angle to collect one.
And the Pelicans, Brent, had flirted with small ball. How's the fit between Cousins and Davis?
Well, it does help out that both of these guys are so talented and capable of shooting the basketball as big men. But I think AD plays better off the ball and not really force feeding him. DeMarcus is just the opposite. He's got to have the ball in his hands to make plays. So we'll see how they end up working this thing out. They could still use some perimeter shooting because of the attention that these two big guys are going to draw on a nightly basis.
And that one falls for Cousins.
When you talk about usage rates around the NBA, and DeMarcus Cousins is right up there on the top of the list. He trailed only Russell Westbrook last season, and how often he was involved in any team's particular offensive play just goes to show you with his time in Sacramento how heavily relied upon he was.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Green, the screen. Here's the screen. Durant kicks to Thompson. An easy 2 points on the layup. And Brett, the usage rate you spoke about, it's a formula involving shots and free throws for time on the floor. Most of the top 10 are playmaking guards.
Well, this guy right here is capable of doing some of the things that guards can do. DeMarcus Cousins, an incredible talent as a big, and certainly his situation in Sacramento lent itself, Kevin, for those guys to try to feed him as much as they could to generate some offense. And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the Warriors with some changes. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
The Warriors leading. And Young kicks to Iguodala. Picked by West. Pass to Livingston. Over Clark. Livingston, no luck.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Clark kicks to Liggins. There's the pick. Over West. And it's sent back by West. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. With some arc. Pass to Clark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Knocked away. Here's Iguodala. And no good. Trying to use the glass. New Orleans is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. But take a look at the Warriors. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
There's still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
Shoots the three. Here's McGee. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. McGee's got his first points of the game. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
The pass to Moore. Here's Clark. He's covered by Livingston. And that one is good from Ajinça. Ajinça's got his second bucket of the night.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Livingston passes to Iguodala. McGee a screen. West dishes to McGee. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Young against Moore. Pass to Diallo. Ajinça kicks to Moore. That's tipped. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Iguodala outside. Back to Livingston. Unloads from 13 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake. You got to like his choice right there to go hard to the rack. Took it right at the teeth of the defense.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Alvin Gentry, coach under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix, helped install elements of that offensive system with the Golden State Warriors.
Well, tough last year because their point guard missed most of training camp, Drew Holiday, so you try to establish a good offensive continuity during that time of the year, and that didn't exist. The amazing thing under Alvin Gentry is after making a massive trade during the All-Star break, this team got into the top 10 in terms of their defensive rating. That's impressive stuff.
.139 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Moore, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
E'Twaun Moore out of Purdue, the 45th pick in the 2011 draft. Really pretty much a 3-and-D combo guy and has some versatility even to guard the point guards.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. And Moore is certainly a self-made player. He prides himself, in fact, on his work ethic.
You think about in 2017, Moore coming around, drilling 77 three-pointers and shooting 37% last year. So becoming a bit more effective as a two-way player with those kind of numbers.
Both good from the line that time.
Moore, as an efficient scorer out here, plays well within himself on the offensive end.
Young outside. He dishes it to Iguodala. McGee a screen. Iguodala kicks it to West. 13 feet away. Here's McGee. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. McGee's got his third basket of the night right there. Here's the screen. Moore passes to Clark. Here's Ajinça. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ajinça's got 6.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
And here's Iguodala outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Well, Iguodala setting up, getting that good strong base. He becomes a much better shooter when he does that.
And here is Moore. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Liggins kicks to Moore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 5.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McGee a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Off the screen. Rebound by Ajinça.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of, and that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after 1.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Livingston is out there with Young. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's West, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Brent, when some guys slam it home, they treat it like a normal play. Who are some of the guys that use the dunk as a tactic to fire up their teammates?
Well, I think we have some guys who are really spectacular when they finish, Kevin. Certainly anytime Blake Griffin gets to the rim, or DeAndre Jordan, where seemingly his head's up in there and slams it down, it fires up the crowd. But most of the time, it's the little guys that get you going the most. On the fast break, all of a sudden the ball gets to somebody on the wing, and to watch a little guy get up in the air with somebody underneath him and throw it down, that gets everybody off the bench and fired up.
So unexpected, Brent. That's a great point. West setting the pick for Iguodala. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Now here's Moore. Here's Diallo. They set the pick. Wide open. No good from Moore.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Stolen by McGee.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. And Moore kicks to Liggins. Diallo the pass to Liggins. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for West. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Young. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Curry dishes to Durant. Golden State moving the ball around. Pulls it up. Buries the jump shot. Durant's got 6 points.
Vintage KD, quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Davis. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Warriors leading by 6. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Rondo. Holiday against Thompson. Davis kicks to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, some agility shown by DeMarcus Cousins, even at that size, can still get on up.
The Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Curry passes to Green. The 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. 7 points for Steph Curry.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
Davis kicks to Holiday. Rondo with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
I like to watch when DeMarcus Cousins outworks any defender. He finds ways to score. Even with the aggressive defense surrounding him, he'll find a gap.
Curry against Rondo. To the inside. McGee got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Rondo kicks to Davis. Stolen by McGee. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the shot goes in. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Mirotic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 13-4 run. And it's Green missing. The Pelicans have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Wasted no time on that one. Holiday's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, the D was there, but the offense was better. Drew Holiday knocks down the jumper. And you look at the way the Warriors went through the postseason last year. The team was certainly on a mission. They swept through the Western Conference, and you could see tremendous laser focus as they tried to avenge that 16 loss to the Cavs.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And something that we heard last season, Brent, with the dominance of the Warriors and also the Cavs, is that fans are worried the league will become too predictable with these two teams.
I kind of love the fact that we had a finals where we had two teams competing 3 straight years in a row and all the drama around it. This idea about teams being put together and manufactured, that's happened throughout the course of the NBA's history, Kevin. So I don't really buy much into the conversation about what the Warriors have done and what the Cavs did and what other teams are trying to do. There's a lot of ground out there for general managers and coaching to put together the best talent on the floor and try and win championships. Right now, that's happening in Golden State.
And it's Golden State with another.
And we know he dominates from the perimeter, but Durant is just as dynamic when he gets inside. Sometimes the confidence grows even more.
Screen by Cousins. Rondo drives in. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Rondo against Curry. Puts one up from 19, but he recovers it.
That's good work by Klay Thompson on the boards, getting himself in great position for the second chance op.
Pelicans trail by 10. Davis sets a screen. Stolen by Thompson. Curry on the wing. Over Rondo. And Rondo sends it back. And here we go. Oh, Rondo in position. Gets stolen by Curry. Thompson inside the line, and he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Pachulia. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
I like how Pachulia shrugs off the contact. I'm not sure if he's inviting the hit or if he wants to do the hitting. Either way, works out well.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mirotic has got his second basket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Green with a screen on Rondo. Green, the screen. Here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. For the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Unselfish play there from Klay. Fantastic at moving the ball that time to the open man.
Davis sets a screen. And Mirotic kicks to Davis. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Right side, Green over Davis. Again, the miss by Green.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
The drive by Rondo. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Now, let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Outside Durant. Green with a screen for Durant. Great D that time from Davis.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Cousins, and Thompson sends it back.
And Klay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
Durant with another miss. Pelicans trail by 6. One thing that DeMarcus Cousins doesn't get enough credit for, Brent, as a big man, is his ability to pass.
Well, for his career, Kevin, averaging 3 assists per game, but has had a couple of seasons where he's almost pushed that up to 5 per game. So coaches look at that ability and try to put him in those sort of situations where they can take advantage of it.
Curry kicks to Durant. Green, the screen. Here's Thompson. Good D by Holiday. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Chalk up 2 there. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Well, this is when the efficiency of DeMarcus Cousins goes through the roof. He gets that deep on the inside, and the defense cannot compete with it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Drew Holiday, a good floor spacer. His three-point percentage rebounded after a down season in 2015-16.
One facet, Kevin, I would tell you as a point guard is having consistent teammates. That's not been the case. The more minutes that he plays with guys that he becomes familiar with, I think you'll see Drew Holiday have more consistent numbers.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we get a moment to check out the team scoring leaders. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
And it's Moore penetrating and sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Pelicans have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
One shot, gentlemen.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league.
That's good from Young. The Pelicans trail. Over to the wing. Back to Clark. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Brent, some pressure on the Pelicans front office and coaching staff to win now.
Well, Alvin Gentry has dealt with a lot of injuries surrounding Anthony Davis in his short tenure with the Pelicans, and it took a little while for the organization to confirm that the upper management and coaching staff would be back for this season. So it feels a bit tenuous. Hopefully they can get themselves together and be one of the teams with that kind of talent that finds their way into the postseason this year.
And that one falls for Clark. Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a three, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
Picked by Pachulia. On the wing, Iguodala. He has 5. Clock at 4. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Over Clark. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time. The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Diallo. Out to the right wing. Moore inside. He's against Young. Ajinça nails the 16-footer. Ajinça's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pachulia, good. Pachulia's got 4 points in the quarter.
Persistence from Pachulia. Say that 5 times fast, Kevin.
Here's Moore. He's got 8. There's a screen. Clark for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exciting first half indeed. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny, the Jet, Smith, and Shaq, the Eel, O'Neal. DeMarcus Cousins having an outstanding game. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Ernie. I don't know how many points, a lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, we'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. New Orleans in the lead. The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Rajon Rondo is out there with Holiday, and it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Curry passes to Pachulia. Curry against Rondo. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Holiday kicks to Cousins, expanding his range. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Such a wide open look. Thompson's got 11.
Man, this is where KD is so versatile. The defense playing him to shoot. He spots the open man, hits them with the perfect pass.
Holiday against Thompson. Holiday attacking, and he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
You just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and you have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation plays.
Durant, that's good.
What I like to see there, Durant no longer shies away from contact inside. Nowadays, he is the aggressor.
Rondo dishes to Davis. Feeds to Cousins. New Orleans moving the ball around. And there's the call on Pachulia. That'll be his second foul of the game. And with the fluid offense that Kerr has the Warriors running right now, Brent, it's as effective as it gets and has been for his whole tenure. The passing is just superb.
Well, it's an unreal offensive system with unreal shooters, Kevin. And so, you know, guys understand that if we keep moving around and we keep moving the ball, everybody's going to have a shot to make a shot and to make the kind of contributions to the team offensively that they're used to. The fantastic part about what Steve's done, though, is the accountability on the defensive end, as Golden State is one of the primetime defenses every year.
And Thompson kicks to Green. He feeds it to Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 12 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Holiday, the pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Enjoyed that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Thompson kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. Green dishes to Curry. Out to Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Green against Davis. From past the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Curry. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Holiday, Curry trying to break free. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Durant against Mirotic. A fadeaway. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Durant. 16 points for Klay Thompson.
Used to seeing Klay devastate you from the three-point line or at the rim. This time from the mid-range.
Rondo passes to Davis. Down low. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. And the 3-ball is good. Mirotic has got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
They grab their own miss, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Pachulia not afraid at any time out there on the basketball floor of getting hit.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he makes the first. You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. that's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
Here's Rondo, and it's off the back rim, no good. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Thompson dishes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
Outside Rondo. Davis with a screen on Curry. Rondo passes to Cousins. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game. Rondo against Curry. And Thompson kicks to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Holiday dishes to Mirotic. Back to Holiday. Mirotic against Durant. Mirotic's shot is off.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Pelicans trail by 3. Cousins, the pass to Davis. Back to Cousins. And Holiday kicks to Rondo. And Mirotic has it in the corner. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. And Davis sends it back.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Well, a few things have become clear with Rondo in the past few seasons. 1, Greg, he needs to be happy with his situation in order to be productive. And 2, he can give you big numbers at times, but he isn't the player he once was on that Celtic team.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's such a hard-headed guy and has his own way of approaching things. If you clash with him, everything goes up in flames with his game. And he needs to be on the same page with his coach, and he's running out of coaches who will put up with it.
First one falls for him.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Cousins. Diallo comes in for Anthony Davis. DeAndre Liggins, he's checked in for Mirotic. And Moore subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Rondo drops them both. And a story of 2 halves last season for the Pelicans. An 0-8 start, but encouraging signs, Brent, down the stretch.
Yeah, they ended up with the 11th best net rating in the NBA after they made the trade during the All-Star weekend for DeMarcus Cousins. So if this team can gel and if they can get these pieces to work together, they do have the chance not only to excel, but to be very special with the unique talents of their bigs. What a year for JaVale McGee to re-find his form and some confidence as an NBA player. Signed with the Warriors, played his way into their rotation, and after being on the verge of possibly being out of the NBA, he was a huge piece of a championship caliber team.
First free throw is good. And for McGee, a lot of it was just finding the right situation.
Well, to me, for McGee, it wasn't so much about the fit and the style of play. It was about the character around him. And I think that Steve Kerr and collectively the roster just wanted to empower JaVale McGee to go out and be effective on the floor. A tremendous comeback year for that young player.
Both free throws good from McGee.
One thing we've seen from the Warriors is that this team's ability to turn things on and just put teams away is remarkable. They hit a switch, the defense causes some turnovers, and in the blink of an eye, 10, 12, 15 points, and you're down big.
Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's foul number 2 for him. Off the pick, and the stuff by West.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Here's Clark. Misses the baby hook. And that burst of scoring and intensity with the Warriors. You know, Brent, sometimes it feels like they only need to play 6 to 10 good minutes of basketball to win a game.
Yeah, sometimes that's all they do, Kevin, and then they let the defense take over. And I think that that's what's most amazing about this Warriors roster. It's relentless, but it's relentless on both ends of the floor. You sleep on defense, and offensively they take advantage. And if you're not sharp yourself on the offensive end, the Warriors are just too good down there.
And it's more penetrating, stolen by McGee. Here's Young, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now a 7-point Warrior lead. Here's Clark. He's got 7 to the middle. Kick out to Moore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Moore's got 5 points now this quarter.
Moore is a quality three-point shooter, so you got to D him up, especially when he's behind the arc.
McGee a screen. McGee sets the pick for Iguodala. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a look here at the shot chart for the Warriors.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. What is nice to see from Iguodala in the tail end of his career, Brent, is that he has actually gotten more efficient from the floor.
Well, Iguodala does a good job of picking and choosing his spots, and I think having the teammates that he has, drawing that kind of attention, guys like Curry, Durant, and certainly Klay Thompson from the perimeter, opens up opportunities that Iguodala just can read so very well. Doesn't need to be risky with anything he does offensively.
Here's Liggins. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Moore. Here's Ajinça. A second chance effort. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And Young kicks to Livingston. Here's Clark. 7 points in the game. Dishes it to Liggins. Off target from outside.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And the Warriors miss again. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Diallo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on David West. The Pelicans haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Iguodala outside. Screen by Young. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Baseline try. Rebound by Ajinça. Ajinsa's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Clark. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now Livingston. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. No good from West.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Out left to the wing. Here's Liggins. He's covered by Livingston. No good from Clark.
That's like milk on a hot day. Just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
The Warriors have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
2 shots.
Free throw good. West. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he can't hit the second. Pelicans trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Moore kicks to Diallo. Back to Moore. Lock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Liggins, no good.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The dish to Ajinsa to the left side wing. Clark for 3. Warriors with the rebound. West has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young inside. Moore's there. And here's Livingston. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Young against Moore. There's a screen. Shot off the screen. Liggins, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top. They lead by 7. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Hey, we've been really solid. Everybody's been really solid, and that's great. Now let's take it a step a little bit higher, a little further defensively in particular.
Encouragement from Steve Kerr, but then the prod there you saw guys at the end knows his guys have a little bit more to give.
Yeah, there's a balance. On D, they have to take away the airspace, but also resist the temptation to over-contest. Don't want to open up lanes and commit fouls.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala is at the 3 with Green playing the 4. Young is out there with Livingston, and it's West in at the 5. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. So for the Pelicans, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Alexis Ajinsa, and it's Anthony Davis in for Diallo. And Golden State also making a change. Curry's checked in. Warriors leading by 7. Over in the corner, Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's good for two. Clark's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for New Orleans.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
11 feet away, and the rejection by Cousins. Here's Liggins. He's covered by Iguodala. Davis. Back to Clark. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Clark's got 4 this quarter. The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Livingston kicks to Curry. The teardrop falls in. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Safe to say that Steph Curry has mastered that shot there, the floater with the beautiful high release.
Screen by Cousins. Clark dishes to Davis. Here's Cousins. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Cousins converts despite being bodied up by the defense there. He is just so physical and hard to contain.
New Orleans making some changes here. Mirotic is checked in for DeAndre Liggins. Holiday comes in for Ejuan Moore. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ian Clark. And then for Golden State, Pachulia, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston.
One shot behind the lanes.
The free throw drops for Cousins.
There's no question that DeMarcus Cousins is one of the most talented bigs in the league. He's even added a nice-looking three ball to his offensive arsenal.
Pachulia with the screen on Rondo. Curry against Rondo. Kicks it to Pachulia. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson from long range. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Cousins with a screen on Curry. Rondo kicks to Cousins. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. And that'll be his third foul so far.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Warriors leading by 5. Curry passes it to Green. Picked by Pachulia. It's Durant on the wing. Mirotic grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Rondo kicks to Mirotic. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Cousins dishes to Rondo. Second shot opportunity. He kicks to Mirotic. Poked loose. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's Durant on the wing. The feed now to Pachulia. Back to Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
And that one misses. Greg, from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots, we knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, just one turnover in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second half. He is not doing a good job of keeping the ball in his mitts.
Durant the pass to Curry. Green the screen. Durant for three. That doesn't go either for Durant. Pelicans trail by 7. Rondo kicks to Davis. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And there it is for him. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
So many guards that have great handles on the offensive end have great hands on defense too. That time, Steph Curry.
Rondo dishes to Davis. Back to Rondo. Davis sets a screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, Rondo just isn't afraid of getting hammered on the inside. Remarkable at getting under the skin of his opponents and forcing the issue.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Well, we've all seen it. The mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He told them that they're getting it done in the paint. He said, they can't guard us inside, guys. Keep taking it to them. Pound it down low. We'll see if they keep it up, Kevin.
Davis, the pass to Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson, left side. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Man, Klay Thompson, when he gets moving like this, big things happen.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. Green with the block. Rondo against Curry. High post, Pachulia. Golden State moving the ball around. Floats one, and the layup good by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 14.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Holiday attacking, and it's Rondo in the corner. The kick out to Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Drew Holiday is 6'4", maybe Brent closer to 6'5" in shoes. Huge for the point guard position.
Well, that size helps him out a lot defensively, especially when he uses his hands as well as he does You know, most of the point guards in the league, Kevin, are good defensively at tipping passes and predicting plays. Drew Holiday has all of the physical sets to be a more dominant defender at that position.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
No luck that time either. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more then, Kevin.
Green dishes to Thompson. Great D that time from Davis.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
And the first one drops.
Anthony Davis, the first overall pick of the 2012 NBA draft. This guy just gives you superstar production from the outset of his career. Just started dominating the league. So you think about when he's not getting double and triple team as the roster builds around him, what kind of MVP numbers potentially he'll be putting up for years to come.
And for Davis, he might have won an MVP trophy already if he had more talent around him.
Yeah, that's just something, Kevin, he flat out cannot control. You think about his first 5 seasons so far in New Orleans, a lot of change, a lot of turmoil, a lot of different guys pulling on that jersey. It'll be fascinating to see if at some point they can get solid around Anthony Davis, who we know is an MVP caliber player.
Pelicans trail by 10. Rondo passes to Davis. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Floats it up for Davis. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
And so it's Golden State with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Picked by Pachulia. Curry against Rondo. Here's Pachulia, and the rejection by Cousins. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Holiday dishes to Davis. Holiday sets the pick for Davis. Second chance shot. Here's Mirotic. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Well, in the rebounding game at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Rondo against Curry. Pass to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Pachulia. Jumper off the screen. No good from Durant. Pelicans trail by 7. Now here's Rondo. The pass to Cousins. The kick out to Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Curry kicks to Durant. Drops in the tray. Durant's got 21 in the game.
Great quickness and body control by KD there. Put him in perfect position coming off that screen.
And Holiday kicks to Cousins. There's the pick. Rondo passes to Davis. Screened by Cousins. Davis dishes to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
I mean, big guys can still dominate the game, and Cousins had it here in this one. An efficient scorer who knows how to get to his spots.
Warriors leading by 6. Curry passes to Green. And Davis sends it back. And he gets it back. Curry wide open. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists in the game. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Holiday dishes to Davis. Screen by Cousins. And it's Davis missing.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Rondo kicks to Davis. Another shot, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
That one misses for Davis. Warriors leading by 7. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter, and that one is good. 23 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I'd feel good with Steph Curry running the show if I was a coach. He passes like that, and it tells you just how unselfish his play can be.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Picked by Pachulia. Durant the pass to Curry. Pachulia with the screen on Rondo. Over Rondo. The shot by Curry, no good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Green, the screen. Durant dishes to Green. Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 7.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned, playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
And it's the Warriors' ball. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Green, the screen. Durant kicks to Green. Over Holiday. And the shot is long. He tries for 3. And Davis can't get it to go. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Z, you guys were playing a team that really gave you a great effort, but you were able to overcome that and get the win.
Well, we expected this kind of game from them, but, you know, we gotta do our thing, you know, what we're doing. Play our game. We have to bring the energy. That's the most important thing right now.
Zaza, thanks for your time, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.